All right, so here's the situation. Predator-prey modeling. First of all, this sort of modeling, this is one of those top 20s that the whole universe operates under. And this will be your kind of first exposure to this idea. This formed the basis of game theory, which I know in economics you guys have been covering some game theory topics. Well, where did that game theory come from?
Mathematics.
Of course, mathematics. It actually came from Ludwig Volterra, and the first ones to do predator-prey modeling, early 1900s, 1910, right in there, was their primary work. We'll see some other notes on that. We're not doing a slideshow here or anything like that, but there is some data on this particular, a couple of particular slides that are interesting for us to examine and start to wrap our heads around. But this whole predator-prey model idea, the game theory idea, it is whenever, it's much broader than what you think. It's not just about animals. It is whenever two entities begin to sort of compete for some limited resource. There's a set of mathematics that works nicely for that. That's why you saw it in econ, because what is econ all about? Competition, limited resources, making decisions about limited resources, that sort of thing, right? Well, there's a set of mathematics that works for that. And typically, it's going to be in the game theory area. And somehow, that's all about trig. So let's see if we can get these. So here's what we start with. There happen to be, I'll go back one slide here. I'll go back one slide. Okay. This is all I want you to catch. This is the original data, 1845. So think Canada, 1845, long time ago. How big is Canada geographically? Large.
Bigger than us.
Bigger than us? What's the largest country in the world?
Antarctica.
Continent.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Thanks, JT. Russia. Thank you, Alex. Russia. You guys think back in 8th grade, it wasn't that long ago. Antarctica. Second largest country in the world. Thank you, Alex. Canada. What about population-wise? China's largest. Who's second?
Is it India?
India. How about getting down to third place?
No, we're like
Japan.
Careful. No. California has more people than Canada. Oh, California, very, I don't know if the word's underpopulated, but let's just say not heavily populated. It's the second largest country in the world, and it has the population less than California. Matter of fact, New York, one of our really big cities, has more people in it, I mean, extended city, right, the whole suburb, than Canada, all right? Talking last time I checked, it was in the 30 millions range. I don't know, maybe they hit 40, but it's not a lot of people for the size of the country. Okay, now jump back to 1845.
Most people.
No one? Yeah, Misha's like, no one? Yeah. The only people conducting this study, and that was the only people out there. You know, there's a few trappers, fur traders, and some biologists counting snowshoe hares and lynx out in the great white north of Canada. You guys know I'm actually from there, so I can make jokes about Canada.
You're from Canada.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to be quiet for about a minute or two. Remember my metaphor yesterday? I'm going to be quiet. Here's why, though. Remember my metaphor yesterday about music? And so how ironic, it was Fox that we were talking, right? And Fox says, I know music really well. So and he was saying, well, yeah, I would hear much more in a Mozart work than you would, and I'd have to explain it to you, and I was using that on the graphs. Remember that yesterday? Okay. This graph speaks volumes. You could spend the rest of your life studying pretty much this graph and the ramifications. So let's see if we can at least chat about it for a few minutes. So examine it, try to understand it, and then we'll see in a couple of